Hello everybody, I'm Sneaksy Gamer and welcome back to Metroid Prime Remastered. We last left off in the Chozo Ruins.
Chozo Ruins.
I think I just got the bomb, maybe? Yep. Okay, so I'm supposed to head here next. Although before I do that, damn it. See, why can't it always be that easy? There. The hell? I missed this one, I guess. Or did I just not even shoot that one? I thought I did, but maybe I just completely forgot about it. I don't think I've been back to there yet, have I? I would think I would have gotten this if I had, because I didn't get the jump until after picking up the bombs, so... I'm not gonna go that way, actually. I'm gonna come back out this way. Because that side has those all over it. Hold on, I'm curious about something. What is it that keeps me from going that way from over here? There must be something that would prevent me from going through there, right? Nope. Okay. So I could literally skip over this first boss. Transport to Magmore Caverns North active. I could literally skip the first boss. Well, not the first boss, but the boss that I would need to fight to get through that area originally. These metal gates block entry to the center of the room. The future is a vague thing, ever-changing and always in doubt. Even if we Chozo could gain the ability to foresee the future, it will be a hollow gift, for we could never hope to control what has yet to occur. The fountain is an example of this. The day may come when its water dries up, and there is nothing we could do to stop such a tragedy. But we do know this. Unlike the uncertain flow of water, the power of our will is strong and enduring. The will of the Chozo will never run dry. This appears to be the second of 3 locking mechanisms that seal the gate. The lock is active, but its key slot is sealed by a weak metal grating. This appears to be the third of 3 locking mechanisms that seal the gate. The lock is active and its key slot is open. And first, it's active but sealed. we go. Yeah, I couldn't get that until way later in the game on my first playthrough where I didn't realize I could jump. So I didn't get this thing until like way towards the end of the game. Okay, another one came up right where I shot. And that means I have an extra energy tank that I normally don't at this point either. Interesting. Okay, nope, that's not something that we scan. Can't do anything with this yet. This cordite wall hanging appears to be slightly cracked. This cordite wall hanging appears to be slightly cracked. I can't do anything with those just yet. Cries of this dying land echo in our ears as we Chozo watch the great poison seep ever further into the living pulse of the planet. The dark energy sinks into the trees and waters, devouring all life. Peaceful beasts die by the thousands. Some creatures survive, but their forms grow as twisted and evil as the force that fell from the sky. Many of these mutated monstrosities remain small enough to do little harm, but others grow enormous and threaten our very existence. One such beast defiles our sacred fountain, disgorging poison from its foul form, replacing pure flowing water with cascades of creeping death. Even in the face of such horror, we Chozo do not turn in fear. We are all that stands in the way of this great poison, and it is our duty to contain it. This decorative object is obstructing the path along a magnetic track. 4 runic symbols adorn its surface. Matching symbols within this area must be scanned to gain access here. We can't do that not only because we can't interact with this, but because we need to break these in order to find 2 of the symbols. Morphology: Oculus, wall crawler that generates electric pulses. The oculus exposes its single eye when active. The electrical field that covers it is enough to deter most predators. If the oculus detects anything capable of presenting a real threat, it retreats into its impermeable shell. So we can't do anything here yet. I was just curious if there was something that would prevent me from getting to that elevator, but there isn't. I don't even know if those things can hurt me in any way. Yes, I know where I need to go. I don't think I can get up there from here, can I? Nope, not until I get the double jump thing. Really, I can't do that here either? Shit. Okay. Okay, they can hurt me. They can hurt me, just not very much. Okay, apparently I can't scan that life form there. There we can. Morphology: venomweed. Poisonous plant that retracts into the ground if threatened. Venomweeds evolved to thrive in the habitats of large organisms. They lure prey with brightly colored leaves, then detain it with tiny barbs that deliver a powerful toxin. Venomweeds rapidly decompose anything that succumbs in their midst. Overwhelming toxin levels have rotted all leaves. Walls appear to have been constructed with extreme delicacy around tree limbs. That seems to be what I would expect from the Chozo. They seem to be a species that was very very careful with nature, respected it very much, so this runic symbol has been activated. Okay, that's all of them then. And that opens the door up at the top. From what I've seen in all of the Metroid games, the Chozo seem to be very respectful of nature and just of all living things in general, really. Structural weaknesses detected throughout sandstone wall. Okay, we've got ourselves a boss fight. One of Flagra's tentacles fills this narrow drainage channel. I was gonna say channel and canal, and it came out channel. Analysis indicates that Flagra's central nervous system is located at the base of this structure. Morphology Flagra. This mutant plant is the source of toxic water in the ruins. Flagra's growth cycle has been radically accelerated. As a result, it requires near constant exposure to solar energy to remain active. This exposure has made Flagra's outer shell thick and durable. Its lower root system is unprotected and vulnerable. However, exploit this flaw when possible. Concentrated weapon fire can daze it for short periods. Mirror array used to focus sunlight onto creature. It looks like it can be tilted, possibly to take it offline. And that is how we get an opening to attack. Then we need to go in there and lay bombs. Or lay a bomb, I guess. But it's not that simple. It's not over yet. Ow, fucker. Okay, we gotta do it 2 more times. However, if it gets a chance, it will knock the arrays back into place. Like that. And now all 4 of them will be active. It's really not that hard of a fight, it's just a matter of keeping it from knocking them back into place while you try to get to the others. Okay, come on, what the hell? Thank you. There we go. Done. That's not a tough fight at all. Like I said, it's just a matter of keeping it from knocking the arrays back down into place. And as long as you use charge beams and missiles to shoot it in between knocking them out of place, it keeps it pretty much out of commission. I don't know what I was trying to say. That's the various suit upgrade. Yeah, now the water is clear, so we can actually go into water now. Uh-oh. Where's this spot where I can get back out, though? There we are. Dangerous areas of heat are now accessible. Additional data downloaded to... Yeah. And before I go anywhere else, we can no longer go back that way. It's blocked off. Scan indicates this network of vines is invulnerable to weapons fire. Jesus Christ. Toxic scans negative. Water is free of poison. Morphology pulse bamboo. Life form of raw energy periodically releases explosive segments. Pulse bombs are energy beings, invulnerable to most known weapons. Electrical energy can harm them. However, they lack any intelligence beyond an instinctive attraction to other charged energy sources. Pulse bombs produce energy constantly. All excess energy is shed, regardless of who or what may be nearby. So yeah, we can't do anything, but if we try to do a charge attack, it draws it to us. So, for now, we can't do anything with it. Okay, was there anywhere that I needed to go into the water in here or not? I don't think so. I think our next area we need to go to is just down here. Into the Magmore Caverns. Transport to Chozo Ruins North active. I have actually discovered that, as you saw in that last area, I turned into the morph ball before I hit the ground when I jumped. Otherwise, if you jump, okay, there it didn't happen, but if you jump from too high, you will actually have a moment when you hit the ground where you can't move afterwards as like a recovery moment. But if you transform into the morph ball halfway down, it prevents you from having to take that moment to recover. Let me try something. Okay, I guess that's not enough of a concussive force to do it. Morphology: Grisby, subvolcanic carrion feeder. Carapace can be breached by missiles. The Grisby's carapace has been fused together by superheated air. This barrier stands up to everything but concussive blasts. Its intelligence is limited to instinctive scavenging patterns. So yeah, we just gotta shoot him with a missile. Burrower, tunneling insect predator. Similar to the beetle, though it spends more time underground. It seeks seismic disturbances, then surfaces to attack. It has enough cunning to realize when something is too large for it to handle. Beyond that, it is fairly ignorant. What it lacks in brains, it makes up for with aggression. So yeah, we actually wouldn't be able to go down here unless we fight Flagra, after all. Because we wouldn't be able to be in the hot environment. This is a Magmor, which is what the place seems to be named after. A fire-breathing serpent that dwells in lava. Magmors prefer extreme heat zones and are susceptible to frigid attack forms. Sightless, they navigate the lava currents using their sonar receptors. Magmors have a keen sense of smell, enabling them to pinpoint targets with startling accuracy. Morphology: Puffer. Unstable gas-filled organism will rupture on contact. Puffers fill their bodies with lethal vibrium gas and float about in search of food. If ruptured, the gas within the puffer is violently released despite their fragile bodies. Puffers are aggressive hunters. The gas cloud they release upon death is often fatal to the creature that brings them down as well. Analysis indicates a viable attachment point for the grapple beam. Your grapple beam was damaged from the explosion on the research frigate and cannot currently be used. Okay, yes, this is the right one. Later on I have to break that open once I get the ability to. Stress fractures can be seen all throughout this sandstone wall. morphology, Triclops. Hard-shelled creature with powerful jaws. The Triclops is a hunter-gatherer. It collects small creatures and bits of foodstuff, then deposits them elsewhere for later consumption. The hard tripartite mandibles it uses to move earth and rock are quite strong and difficult to escape once ensnared. Yeah, so this is what these things will do. They grab you and they spit you out in a different spot. However, you can trick them into taking bombs and then they will die. If if they don't grab you first. Yeah, they'll travel a little ways with you to get rid of you. There we go. Okay, now we actually have something that I shouldn't be able to... that I shouldn't know about yet, but... where is it now? Okay, I don't have the double jump yet, so I can't get to it. There's a platform right above me here. There's one above me there. There's one right through here somewhere too, right there. And then there's another one right here, and they lead me to that. But I won't be able to get to that until I get a double jump, the space jump from up by our ship after a bit here. I like that the bomb waits to explode then. Like if they're on the way to it, it doesn't just blow up before they get there, it just waits for them to come and get it. Like, don't get me wrong, I like that it does that, but it's really goofy. doesn't look like we can jump there, but for whatever reason we can. It looks like it's too high, but we can make the jump, so... Nice. Couldn't have shot that one in a better position. The hell? Okay. Immersion pistons are leaching power from the magma pools as planned. Geothermal power source is promising. Recommend energy command, deactivate central dynamo, and switch to geothermal power at once. Geothermal power routing to this station is complete. Unstable magma flow is a concern. Remove tower from geothermal grid if fluctuations exceed safety levels. Local crystal formations possess low phazon residue. They do have high value to the monks of Grondheim, however. Recommend processing of crystal for that market once phazon operations cease. Report any signs of magma predator activity to Security Central at once. That's another one that I didn't get until super late in the game because I didn't realize I could. Access to Phendrana Drifts North granted. Please step into the hologram. Transport to Phendrana Drifts North active. Make more caverns west. This ice structure blocks the hull. A concussive blast should be able to clear it out of the way. I don't think I can go anywhere too far in here right now. Flickerbat, scavenger with optical camouflaging that renders it invisible to the naked eye. Flickerbats are deceptive creatures. The only way to track them reliably is with X-ray imaging. They fly ceaselessly, hunting insects and other small prey that float on the air currents. Flickerbats tend to fly in cyclical hunting patterns using primitive sonar to navigate. That's another cordite thing. This platform is kept aloft by a gas-based propulsion system attached to its underside. Grating has become brittle from temperature fluctuations. Large traces of radion detected. Crystallite, territorial cold weather scavenger. The shell of a crystallite reflects beam weapons and can only be cracked by a concussive blast. They hang upside down in an ice cave during their larval stage. Moisture runs off its body and forms the hard ice shell, which the crystallite retains for the rest of its life. The door directly above has been unlocked. So that door is unlocked, but I can't get to it from there, so... The ice covering this opening can be melted with extreme heat. We don't have that yet. New personnel must report to the South Research Facility. Failure to report will be penalized by a 30% ration cut and extra duty. Jeez. Western Temple is in Phase 2 lockdown. All projects are postponed. Under no circumstances are personnel to attempt access. All ballistics support personnel report to Research Lab Hydra. Lockdown Containment Plan 3A in effect until further notice. I think I can go and get the, the boost ball, I think, is what we get in here. I don't remember if I'm supposed to go this way or if I'm supposed to go to get the space jump first. I'll find out. If I can't reach this, then I'm going the wrong way. Scatter Bamboo. Pulsing tendrils of energy extend from creature's body. Like all bambus, these creatures can only be harmed by electrical energy. Proximity to these life forms may result in electrical visor interference. It is possible to avoid engaging scatter bambus by rolling into the morph ball and slipping between the rotating energy streams. Or just running straight into it, I guess. These things are irritating. Baby Shegoth, Glacial Predator. Ice shell protects vulnerable dorsal area. Young Shegoths grow a resilient shell of ice on their backs, which serves to protect a layer of vulnerable flesh. With this being their only weak point, baby Shegoths will turn quickly in order to not allow in order to not allow predators the opportunity to strike at their backs. Powerful hunters, they fire bursts of ultra-cold gas at potential prey, then feast on their frozen victim. They're mostly just annoying. Man, it just does not feel challenging at all on normal difficulty now. Okay, I can't go up that thing yet. But there's a missile upgrade up there. I don't know why we can get over onto this, because there's nothing here. But we can go here. I haven't seen any reason to, but it's there. Ice Burrower. Burrower adapted to sub-freezing climates. A hardy life form, the Ice Burrower has adapted to the frigid climate of Phendrana. It spends most of its time tunneling through the frozen soil, but will occasionally surface to attack passerby. I might have pronounced that word wrong. I just said climb because it looked like it was supposed to be like an abbreviation of climate or something, so. But after saying it, it felt like, wait, that might not have been right. Can't get through this area yet. I can get to part of it, but I can't go through that door up there yet, which I wouldn't be able to get to until later anyway, so. Because that door needs a different weapon to blast through it. The only direction I can go for now is this way. So many creatures suffer beneath the blight upon the land, and we Chozo are no exception. But for all of our pain, we can at least believe in the promise of the future. We have come to believe that a time may never come when we can once again open the door and banish the darkness we've contained. Even so, our vigilance will forever remain. We believe that on some far-off day a Savior will come and continue what we have begun. For that Savior, we will leave our ancient weapons and armor. The soul who can gather them will be the entrusted one, the only being who can reverse the evil that grows here. Propulsion units used to make platforms float are insufficient to support full power suit weight indefinitely. So yeah, it's telling me that I won't be able to stay on them for long. This fish appears to be frozen under a sheet of extremely smooth ice. I didn't even see a fish. I was looking at the ice, not the fish. Okay, I think I can see a fish in there. I see something in there. Something right there. Oh yeah, that's a fish. I didn't even see that from up above. I was trying to scan just the ice. Platform realignment successful. Oh yeah, that's right. We do need the boost ball in order to reach the space jump. Okay. Boost ball. Now, see, originally I thought this would be the one that would give me the ability to jump with the ball, but I couldn't figure out how to do it, so... Because, see, normally you're pressing B or L to jump. With the morph ball, you have to press Y to jump, or X to jump, which I just never thought to try that. Okay, so this allows us to hold B or L and charge up energy to kind of to boost our speed with the ball. And we can use it on these half pipe type things. power, we can just use it to move faster. Yep. And look who it is. It's our old nemesis, Ridley. Sort of. I don't know what I was trying to do there. Okay, back to the Magmore Caverns. Apparently the blast from those is a lot larger than I thought it was. Scan shows stress fractures in Bendesium frame. Can't interact with that yet. Ice spreader. This requires the super bomb or whatever the fuck it's called. Hyper bomb, whatever they're called. I hate this stuff. Shit. That was just me being an idiot there. This shit. There's no borders on here, and we have to be very careful with the morph ball. And because it's a fixed camera angle, we can't make it easier by just adjusting our camera. We have to just follow the fucking path. And of course, you can't go straight to the one direction because that's not in a straight line on the thing then. So I have to be very, very careful about it. I actually find it much faster to just do that sometimes There, not so much, I guess, but in some of the other spots, it's just quicker to do that. And later on, it's a lot faster to do it that way. Oh, give me that. Yep, this is the thing I wanted to get to, right? Yep, Talon Overworld West. Then, like, here, later on, once we get this thing, we can go that way, or it's actually easier after a while to just jump your way across, because the other side is, like, literally right there. So rather than having to go into this morph ball and ride across that real slowly, it's easier to just jump across there. It deals damage to you, but it's not, unless you get yourself stuck in there somehow, it's not enough damage where it'll kill you. It's just a much quicker route across. Analysis indicates incubating life forms below the surface. Sandstone. And look where we are. And that is the space jump boots, which will allow us to double jump, which is incredibly useful. Unfortunately, it's not that high of a jump, though. That will be really nice, but... There we go. I won't be able to do anything out here yet, but I do want to go over here just because it's here. Flying Pirate. Pirates trained and equipped for airborne assault. Flying pirates are extremely agile in the air, but the heat signature of their jetpack can be tracked with thermal imaging. While their missiles are extremely potent, their jetpacks can be even more so if the pack fails. They will make a suicide strike. This crate appears to be the same type of container found on the Space Pirate research frigate. The material seeping out from the ruptured metal is highly toxic. Analysis indicates that this may be the phazon compound the space pirates were using in their biological experiments. This lichen seems to be giving off low levels of radiation. No match is found in flora and fauna databank. And as in any of the other ones, we can't move very well under the water right now. So I won't be able to go anywhere at the moment. That space jump is going to be very helpful, though. Really. Now, we came over here before and couldn't go any farther because of a blast shield on a door. But we can go through that now. Now, I read that you only need the charge beam to get in here, but I don't think that's true. Yeah, no, that's not true. Throughout our living nightmare, as we battle with this unyielding darkness, we Chozo see a light. This light This light glows with promise, chasing the shadows cast by the great poison, and purifying that which has grown toxic. It is strange, though. At times, it looks to our eyes as if the light coalesces into the figure of a woman. Burning brightly, the luminescence descends from space, then retreats back into the infinite blackness from whence it came. When this prophecy comes to pass, when the light recedes, the Chozo's long vigilance of containment will finally come to an end. So yeah, their prophecy is referring to us. The containment of the great poison. This task has fallen to the Chozo, and we will not flee from our duty. Even as we suffer with the land and its creatures, we will pour our will into the 12, the artifacts which form the lock that holds this great evil at bay in the depths of the planet. This lock must stand up to all who might come to assault it, to preserve the power of the seal and to protect it from those who would meddle for their own designs. We will spread the artifacts across the land, hiding them from prying eyes. The lock must never open until the day comes when this disaster can finally be put right. This is a Chozo artifact. Collect it, then scan the totems here for clues on the locations of the remaining artifacts. Together, the artifacts will open a path to the center of the impact crater. Chozo artifact acquired. This is the artifact of truth, the first of 12. Scan the totems here for clues on the locations of the remaining artifacts. Together, the artifacts will open a path to the center of the impact crater. Translation: translating Chozo runes on a totem surface. A sun chamber high atop our ruined home became the nest of a great beast and a source of corruption. Many Chozo spirits have been drawn to this tainted place. Release their bond to the world to claim the artifact of wild. The heat of Magmor was a test for many warriors. A shrine in their honor holds the artifact of strength. In one of Talon's far corners, a grove of life lies. Reveal the pillar beneath the waves to find the artifact of Chozo. The artifact of truth has been returned. You have restored power to this Chozo totem. Invaders have claimed Phendrana as their own. A tower sits atop their fortress. Collapse it to reveal the chamber where the artifact of Elder is held. A tall cave stands at Phendrana's edge. Seek the unseen entrance at its top to find the artifact of spirit. There's a tower within the ruins where light always shines. Move through the waters there to find the artifact of Life Giver. So that wasn't all of the artifact things, but we got... Okay, there was another one here. Within the ruins of our home, we honor our fallen elders in a great hall. A chamber beneath the statue holds the artifact of world. Okay, there are still some that aren't active yet that we will have to come back for another time. But we do have do have the majority of them. Available to go and look for. I'm going to go back to the Chozo rooms for a little bit here, because there's a couple of things that I can go and gather now that I couldn't before. I won't be able to get everything, but I can get some of it. come on. There. That should not have been that difficult. Was that all I could get for the time being? That might be it for now. And even if it's not, I'll come back later. Oh no, that's right, there is something else I can go and get right now. Wait, no, it'll be this way, not that way. Can't actually go all the way through here, but I can actually get into this room, but I can't go across it just yet. Because I need the grapple beam for that. I might have gone the wrong way now that I think about it. No, that's the one I want to go to, is the Gathering Hall. I don't like the way it curves so much to actually hit things. Like, a little bit is fine, but that was quite a lot. Okay, now I can head back. I was gonna go up above, but I can't get through that direction, so I have to go this way. Well, that worked. That room with the invisible platforms, I could theoretically get that now, but it's just too hard to make sure I'm landing in the right spot to land on the platforms. Okay, gotta head back to that place with the turrets down here. now. This is a standard spinner device. The generator belts of the spinner can be activated by rapid rotational force. Use the boost ability of the morph ball when inside a spinner to activate the device. Power restored. Suspension bridge operational. Doesn't reach all the way, but it reaches far enough that you can get over here then. Chozo artifact. Bendesian portion of area is unstable. This is the artifact of strength, the second of 12. Okay, and where did I go from here then? Oh, I guess it's about to tell me. Predator activity analyzed. Predator increase in Fendrana region. Ah. That's right. Now that I've got the double jump, I can get there. Okay. That's right, and this is where we get our second weapon from. Because now I can get up here. I'm gonna go to the save station real quick though. Okay, one moment. But now we can get up here, that's right. Morphology: ice parasite, scavenger with a crystalline outer shell. Parasites are hardy creatures able to adapt to any environment within 3 generations. The ice parasite is a prime example. Having adjusted to a frigid climate, this vermin now thrives in it. Omnivorous, it can exist in areas hostile to most life forms. A statue depicting a Chozo balancing the plane of existence on his hands. The statue's hands seem to be frozen in place. There appears to be a shell of ice encasing a water basin. The water originated from the statue's mouth. A statue depicting the bust of a Chozo shaman adorns this door. A symbol is carved into its forehead. The translation reads, "To pass my gaze, seek my twin within this room." So we've got 4 things here. This is a statue depicting the bust of a Chozo architect. This statue is flawless. This is a statue depicting the bust of a Chozo philosopher. This statue is flawless. This is a statue depicting the bust of a Chozo warrior. This statue is flawless. This is a statue depicting the bust of a Chozo shaman. Several stress fractures can be seen running along the surface of this brimstone object. This device has been previously used. It has shut itself off. Wave beam. And now we fight a normal one of those, not just a baby one. Morphology. Sheegoth. Supreme predator of the Phendrana Drifts. Sheegoths are invulnerable to most beam weapons. The crystals on their back absorb energy which they can fire at prey. Sorry. Sheegoths have poor stamina. They hyperventilate after using their breath attack, making their mouth area vulnerable. The soft underbelly of a Sheegoth is susceptible to concussive blasts. In battle, they expel blasts of frigid gas to ensnare their targets. They are also fond of ramming and trampling their hapless prey. I discovered the last time I fought this thing that you can kill it relatively easily with bombs. Normally you would want to shoot missiles and stuff at its mouth when it uses its breath, but it's actually pretty quick and simple to do it that way too. And we will now have our wave beam. I was gonna say phase beam, but that's not even a thing in this. So now we have our new weapon, which is an electrical based attack. I don't know why the screen was shaking like that. Must have been, I guess it's just something to do with being close to them when I do that. I don't know. As the great poison reaches even further into the planet, we Chozo begin to feel the gnawings of despair. Before it was too late, we now make our last stand. We have begun to build a temple to contain this darkness. At its heart, we will place a cipher, a mystical lock powered by 12 artifacts, and filled with as much power as we Chozo can harness. We wonder, though, even when we are done, will it be too late? And will the power of the temple and the cipher itself prove strong enough to hold back the poisonous tide that even now swells within the ground, threatening all life? This hanging rock structure appears to have a weak spot near its base. Some stalactites can be dislodged from ceilings, allowing them to be used as platforms to cross otherwise unreachable areas. Thank you. Shit. Did I just miss my opportunity to scan those? Hopefully not. I will travel back a few rooms and then come back in to see if that respawns them. Hopefully that'll respawn them. Yep, they should be back then. Yep, there they are. Morphology: Ice Shriek Bat. Ice-encased ceiling dweller. Like standard shriek bats, these creatures are easily spotted with thermal imaging. They roost on cave ceilings, subsisting on insects, reptiles, and small mammals. Fiercely territorial, they will dive bomb anything that wanders near. The ice covering this opening can be melted with extreme heat. One-way access hatch. Entry point lies elsewhere. This unanchored platform floats on the surface of the water. This is a standard spinner device. This slot is inactive. It can likely be activated by something nearby. Okay. And there we go. Okay, now we gotta wait for this little seed thing again, and then I gotta get up to the top part. This door has no power. A nearby power conduit must be energized for it to open. A blast of electrical energy will energize the conduit. The conduit radiates some heat that is invisible in the normal spectrum. And that's why I didn't just use the save point down below, because I knew this one was right here. Schematics for Glacier 1 Secure Zone accessed. Personnel bound for research area proceed directly to checkpoint. Schematics for Research Lab Hydra accessed. To access Research Lab Hydra, proceed through the wave doors to the south. And that is where we will be going in the next episode. So that's it for this one. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.